It's the Go Gopher Podcast with Mike Grimm, episode number 191. I am Mike Grimm, voice of the Golden Gophers, and welcome back to the podcast. We're talking Gopher men's basketball this week on the Go Gopher Podcast with one of the newest members of the team. Transfer Cade Tyson is from North Carolina. He joined the team in June. We'll find out about how he's liking his time so far in Minnesota, what he thinks of this new-look Golden Gopher team, and we'll preview this weekend's maroon and gold scrimmage, which happens on Saturday afternoon at Williams Arena. You're going to love the chat, so have a listen. Our Go Gopher Podcast is presented by alumni-owned Sunbelt Business Advisors and True North Mergers and Acquisitions. If you're a business founder planning to exit your business, start by contacting Sunbelt Business Advisors and True North Mergers and Acquisitions. Sunbelt serves more businesses up to $5 million in revenue than anyone, and True North M&A serves companies with revenues up to $150 million. Get a confidential, no-cost, no-obligation business valuation started today. Make the most of your life's work. Visit sunbeltminnesota.com or TNMA.com today. Longtime Gopher sports supporter Cub is a proud sponsor of the Go Gopher Podcast. In a hurry, don't worry, Cub delivers. Get fresh meat, produce, everyday essentials, and more delivered to your door. Cub is the official grocer of the Golden Gophers and proud to support Gopher athletics for over 20 years. Shop happy. The Go Gopher Podcast also presented by onX Maps. Find out how to download the onX Fish app for free by listening to the Go Gopher Podcast. We're podcasting episode 191 from the Aquarius Home Services studio. Also, our thanks to Affinity Plus for providing a gift card to our guests this week. Affinity Plus, proud to support Gopher student athletes. We invite you to subscribe to the Go Gopher Podcast. It's free to do so. You can go back and have a listen to previous Go Gopher podcasts. Last episode, for example, we talked Golden Gopher football with the tight end tandem of Jamison Gears and Drew Bibber in a fun conversation. This week, it's Golden Gopher basketball with new wing player Cade Tyson. He'll join me next.
I'm Clay Geary, walk-on turned scholarship wide receiver for Gopher football.
And I'm Ben Utek, U of M alumni, Super Bowl champion, and Tony Dungy Uncommon Award winner.
We understand championship culture, which is why we're part of the True North family of companies.
True North invests in only elite teams, like the champion team at Sunbelt Business Advisors, Minnesota's largest seller of companies. To learn more about True North and our diverse family of independently owned companies, visit TrueNorthEquityPartners.com.
Know what happy is? Veggies. Crunchy, crispy, colorful, seasonal, aromatic, juicy veggies. Produce at its freshest. Cub produce. Best produce, period. Guaranteed to make you happy or will replace it. No questions asked. Because good produce makes veggie lovers happy. Just remember, fresh, happy. Stale, limp, and wilted, not happy. You want to make a veggie lover happy? Shop Cub for produce. And shop happy.
Cade Tyson is with us. It's episode 191 of the Go Gopher Podcast. Cade is from Monroe, North Carolina. Is it Monroe or Monroe, North Carolina?
It's just Monroe.
Monroe,
Yes,
North Carolina. Well, hey, thanks for coming on. This is kind of a fun time of year because we're starting. We knew everyone was on campus and there were workouts going on, but now we're inching a little closer to the season. You guys have a scrimmage this weekend as we record this on Thursday afternoon, Saturday at Williams Arena that hopefully a lot of folks probably that are at the football game will sneak over and watch you guys. So we're getting real now, right? It's getting real. So we get to find out a little bit more and get to know players. It's not necessarily like the good old days where a guy would come in as a freshman and then you get to know them and then they're here in the new day and age, and you know it because you're part of a roster that has pretty much everybody new. So what has that been like?
Yeah, I mean, it's been wonderful. I mean, we're all coming in at different walks of life. You know, I feel like we're all bonding a little bit better because everything here is new to us. I think the only returners to Minnesota, the school really is Isaac and then Grayson.
The two Minnesota guys.
Yeah, exactly. So we're all learning together, which has been good for us, as well as the coaching staff. I mean, we're learning with them too.
Is there part of it that kind of can galvanize you guys together because you're all kind of in the same boat? I mean, at some point maybe you're all going through this and you know what each other's going through.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I mean, I feel like we've been doing a lot of stuff off the court together. I mean, we very rarely just go do stuff on our own. You know, we always got one or more of our buddies with us. So I think that's a big part of hopefully our upcoming success. So.
Have Isaac and Grayson though been good about here's kind of how it goes here. Here's where the good restaurants are. Here's where this classroom might be. Here's where this is. Kind of showing you guys the ropes too.
Oh, for sure, and they'll be the first ones to help somebody out. I mean, taking us to places, different restaurants, things to do when maybe it's too cold outside or something like that. So
now you got here in June. Mm-hmm. Please don't tell me you think it's too cold already.
It's been pretty cold this week. To me, I feel like I'm from North Carolina, as you said. But yeah, I've been searching for some more coats and some more long pants online for sure.
So one of these days when we land at 1 a.m. out at Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, coming back from Purdue or Oregon or wherever the heck we might be, and it's 1 a.m. In January, you're going to get off the plane, and I'm going to look at you, and I'm just going to wink and say, remember back in September or October when we chatted? You thought it might be a little cold. It's fun, though. I mean, it is life's experiences like this. I mean, you're going to hate it. Like you'll hate it. I hate it. I grew up around here. You hate it when it's 10 below zero.
Right.
But by the same token, you've lived now in 10 below zero. It's an experience, right?
Yep.
You can tell people about it.
Yes, sir.
And it's not the worst thing. You can go inside. There's heat, and like you say, you got mittens and hats and everything. Anyway, we got sidetracked there, but I found it funny when you said, "Oh, we got a little cold." I'm like, "All right, just wait, man, just wait." And I'm not trying to scare you away, or I do think it's a positive. 4 seasons is kind of cool. You can have a snowball fight, right?
Right.
I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, I have my expectations, I guess.
Exactly. And then how about Jalen Crocker Johnson? I'm going to ask you about him because of all the new guys. He's the one guy who has played for Niko Medved, your head coach. So what has it been like for him and for you guys to, I assume, kind of follow some of his lead, because he can tell you what this drill's about in practice or what the coach expects, or that's not how coach wants it done, or whatever that works.
Right. I mean, in that sense, he's been a great leader on the court for us. Everybody's asking him before practice, what do you think we're going to do today? We've been going 3 days straight. What's this 4th day going to look like? He'll be like, y'all boys just be ready, man. So, I mean, he's been good in that sense of giving us a good idea of what coach is looking for as well, and just kind of how he runs his organization, how he wants the culture to be. So he's been big in that aspect.
I thought it was interesting the other day, too. You and I met each other officially, I guess, for the first time at the Dine and Dribble event, which was for some of the supporters of the program over at the football stadium, which was awesome. I thought it was a cool thing. And we had you guys up on stage, and I think it might have been you asking what's practice tomorrow, right? You were
right.
joking, asking Coach Medved what's practice tomorrow. And,
yes, sir.
And he said, I was a little surprised by this because I don't know how coaches always act. He said, or how they plan. It depends on what I see later tonight on what you guys did in practice today.
Right.
So he's going to watch the film, and this was like at 7 or 8, so I'm sure he's going to go home or maybe back to the office and 9 or 10, and then put the plan together. Where I always had a vision where coaches, we're going to lay down this 10-day plan, and I'm sure there's a general vision, but some of what you guys do today will impact what happens in practice tomorrow, I suppose, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, we're always trying to get 1% better every day. So that means we got to reflect on how the day went, what we were good at, what we weren't very good at, and we got to adjust the next day to that. So
I'm going to ask you more about the team and the guys later on, but I want our Gopher Gold Country here to get to know you a little bit. So I'm going to just put it on a tee at first and just say, give us a little Cliff Notes version of Cade Tyson, what you want Gopher fans to know about you, what your background is, what your interests are, all that stuff.
Yeah, so I mean, I played basketball my whole life. I kind of grew up in a basketball family. My dad played in college at Wingate University, small Division II, and then my brother played in college at Clemson University, and he now plays for the Denver Nuggets. Have a twin sister who she played volleyball in high school, and now she teaches elementary school back home. And then my mom works in medical and health insurance. So that's my family to a T right there. But other than basketball, I mean, I like to be outside. I like to play golf a lot and go fishing. Those are probably my 2 main hobbies outside of basketball.
Yeah. Well, have you been able to get on any lakes up here yet?
I have a few. I think it was Lake Cementana maybe.
Okay.
I actually probably had the best success at this summer. And then I've played a good bit of golf, especially at Columbia Golf Course near here.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes away.
Yeah, nice. So what is your handicap?
It's probably around 11, I think.
Yeah. So not bad.
Yeah, not terrible. I can make contact for sure, but the thing is, my ball does the same thing every time. So I know what it's gonna do. I just can't. I can't guess. I have to guess how much it's going to fade. Yeah, how much it's going to fade.
Yeah, so. I have a similar issue as well with the fade, yes. And if I can get it straight, then you double cross yourself because
right.
you've lined it up for the fade, and then you hit it straight. Now it's in the woods left. But we should put we're winding down a little bit on summer here, and obviously we're actually into the fall. But we should put the word out. Hey, if you got a couple of hours and you want to take Cade fishing out on a great lake,
of course.
Reach out to Cade. He'll love to do some fishing. Wingate University, your dad, where is that? Is that in North Carolina?
It's in Marshville, North Carolina, which is about probably 20 minutes from where I live.
Gotcha. And was he a pretty good ball player then?
I think, he says
he
so.
He tells you so? Yeah. You probably didn't get to watch him,
I haven't
obviously.
seen much game film. We might have to pull that out, but we'll see.
When was the first time you remember picking up a basketball?
Man, probably one of those little tight little hoops or something like that. But the earliest memories that mean something to me are probably when I was playing one-on-one with my brother out in the driveway, and my dad was the referee, so no fouls would be called. Be a lot of contact, probably some tears, some blood.
So your brother's 6'8", you're 6'7", 6'8". Is your dad tall too?
He's about 6'7".
Yeah. So 6'8". You guys you got the height. So that's obviously a nice benefit that way. How was it trying to play against your older brother, competing? What kind of lessons did that teach you over the course of your young life?
Yeah, I think the main thing, it just made me tougher, and it gave me something to strive for. Growing up, he was always better than me. I mean, I think I'm better than him now, but other people have opinions, but it is what it is. But I'd say the main thing, he just made me tougher, made me grittier, and he made me understand that you don't get anything in life without working your butt off for it.
Yeah. And then to watch him have success, I mean, how into that were you? How far are you guys apart age-wise?
He's 3 years older than me.
Okay, so you were actually in college when he was in college, at least for a short burst, right?
So, school-wise, actually, he did 5 years in college. So I was a freshman when he was a fifth year.
Fifth year, gotcha. So were you able to go to a lot of his games? To watch, or was it mostly watch on TV when he was at Clemson?
Mostly watch on TV, but when I was in high school, I got to go to one here and there. So.
Yeah, just to watch and see. And then how much of what he did do you emulate? I mean, what kind of a role model from that standpoint was it? And then how much is it that, hey, I mean, Hunter's great, but I want to be Cade and I want to set my own path too?
Yeah, I mean, you said it right there. I mean, Hunter's a great role model for me. He kind of showed me the way, showed me what it looks like to make it in this sport as somebody from where we're from and how we grew up. I mean, he kind of just paved the way for me, I guess you could say. But, I mean, I also take pride in the fact that this is also my journey. I've bounced around a few times in high school and in middle school as well and in college, as you can see. So I think that part of my journey is different, but the similarities I see are just the work ethic, I feel like, and just the striving after our dreams. So.
Are your games similar, would you say, or is his game different than yours?
I'd say our games are pretty similar. I think I'm more of a solid wing. I think he's a bigger four. Yeah. So I'd say that's probably the main difference. But other than that, we're pretty similar.
Yeah, I asked you this the other night at the event that we were at, what your strengths are, and describe yourself as a player. So Gopher fans listening, again, this is kind of fun because it gets people a chance to get to know you a little bit. So though obviously at some point we'll get to watch and see for ourselves, in terms of what your skill set is. But when things are going well for you, what is your skill set? What do you want to have an impact with on each game?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a dynamic scorer who can put the ball in the hoop at all three levels. But I also think I have a bit of athleticism that people don't really expect. So I kind of try and use that on the defensive end and offensive end as well to make an impact. And I really like to get out and run up and down the court, up and down the floor. At least I think that the mindset to just outrun everybody and outwork everybody on the court, I think that gives you an extra leg up in the competition.
You can score. You can get some easy buckets if you beat everybody down the floor,
exactly,
right?
Exactly, yes, sir.
What about your passion for the game? I think you mentioned that the other night too, over at the event, about how much you love basketball.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. It's literally part of my life. I mean, my top 3 priorities in life are basketball, family, and then faith, family, and then basketball in that order. And I've always lived by that. So I mean, basketball means the world to me. And yeah, I mean, I'm grateful to be in the spot I am today, and grateful for my journey to be here. And hopefully it takes me farther. So.
How much does that passion too then funnel into your compete level, your competition? You get pretty competitive?
Yeah, I just get super excited to the point where I get super anxious as well before the games. But man, I really love to see my teammates doing good. I love to see all the pieces working together. That's really what gets me fired up on the court. And I just like leaning on my brothers out there on the court. I mean, it's us 5 guys, or us. 15 really.
Right, but 5 out there at once. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, I think that bond is bigger than basketball, and I think that's what I'm passionate about. Really, is just giving to other guys, and other guys, leaning on me and whatnot.
So you had 2 really good years at Belmont. You were on the all-freshman team. You led the Missouri Valley in scoring as a freshman, put up 16 a night as a sophomore, and then had an opportunity to go back to your home state and play at North Carolina, which is, that's a beast in and of itself, right? I mean, as being part of that program, what is it like in North Carolina to be a Tar Heel?
Yeah, it was definitely special to put on that jersey, just being from there, being the North Carolina kid. That's a powerhouse in and of itself. I mean, that part was super special to me, and it meant a lot to me, and it meant a lot to my family to be closer to home as well.
Do you have any, because it almost is a machine, right, the way that thing operates? I mean, we've been to some NCAA tournaments. We haven't, the Gophers haven't played them, but years ago we were in Greensboro, and the Gophers played Texas, and North Carolina was there on the other side of the bracket. Mm-hmm. I knew North Carolina was big, but the open 30-minute practice, the Greensboro Gymnasium, sat 15, 18, 20,000 full. Mm-hmm.
Right.
For all these Carolina fans come in and packed it to watch a 30-minute workout, and Roy Williams is just basically sitting on the scores table. There really isn't a practice. They're just kind of shooting around, and I'm like, all these people. I mean, it's a machine.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely is, and the fans are super important. Don't get me wrong, but you also got to have. You got to be set in your values and set in your own opinions as well.
Yeah, and so there came a point where you're like, this may be, as big of a deal as this is, it's not for me, and you enter the portal again.
Right.
All right, let's talk through the process of how you end up at Minnesota, because I know you had a bunch of people who wanted your services, right?
Yes, sir, which was actually a little surprising, but man, I felt like I really needed to make the right decision this time, given that I only had 1 year left, so I felt a little bit of pressure about that. But I talked to the people in my circle about it, and after the schools that we had gone through, man, it just seemed like the obvious best choice, with Coach Medved, the new coaching staff, and the people that they had brought in here, and the culture that they had created at Colorado State that they told me that they were going to bring here. And that was kind of the main thing that turned me on to Minnesota basketball.
Because it wasn't a fast process. You guys took your time because you knew people would wait, and you wanted to make sure. So how many? And go into as much detail as you want. I'm not trying to go TMZ on this or anything. But how many places can you remember each one of the visits? What other schools were you looking at? And then ultimately, as you say, you end up here.
Yeah, I mean, the only visits I went on were Iowa and here.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I was looking at Grand Canyon University, and then I think that's pretty much like who I was really like keyed in on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, after the conversations I had with the coaches here and my visit, I kind of fell in love with the opportunity that was here.
Yeah. Your 2 years at Belmont, you put some excellent film down, 40+% from three for a guy that's 6'7", 6'8". That's a pretty good, obviously a pretty good, as you mentioned, you can score on all three levels. How do you now view yourself trying to get to that again? And I'm not saying you have to score 16.2 and go get 5 or 6 rebounds a night. It'd be fine if you did, right?
Right.
But what's your mentality now as you head into the 2025-26 season?
Man, just to go out there and try and win games with my teammates. I mean, that's the main thing. That's why we're all here. But also to do it in a manner that, that lifts everybody else up, not just myself. I'm just one piece of the puzzle here. Yeah. I'm not the most important piece. There's not one singular piece that's more important than the other. So I think keeping that perspective is super important, and just doing whatever I can on the court or off the court to help our team win.
Yeah, 2 years there, 1 year at Carolina. Now here, you fall into this weird category. You're like a unicorn, as weird as it is. You're going to get 4 years to play 4 years. There's no COVID year. There's nothing else that it seems like everybody now. I mean, we have guys on the football team that are in their 7th year through different things. Some of it's injury, and you certainly want to keep all of that stuff away. But how do you view pressure now? Like, hey, this is my last year. I want to, have an impact. Want to make a tournament. You want to do whatever. How do you view that part of it?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, there's always pressure that comes along with every position you're put in. I mean, you can look at it as a good thing, or you can look at it as a bad thing. And I'm choosing to look at it as a good thing. Also, choosing to focus not so much on the pressure, but just focus on my job and what I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And how I can make an impact that lasts longer than just one season or the 1 year that I'm here.
I'm going to talk about the Gophers and your teammates and stuff here in a minute, but I do want to mention one of our sponsors here. It might be up your alley, by the way. Summer is winding down, and that means it's time to try to get back on the boat before the ice comes in. Let OnX Fish help you find the next best bite. The Fish app offers the most comprehensive fishing tool for increasing your success. You can use the Fish app to find new places to fish. You can sort by lakes, species, abundance, trophy, and keeper potential. OnX Fish also shows you hot spots, lake-by-lake regulations, private and public land ownership info, and more. You can download OnX Fish on the App Store or go online, onxmaps.com/fish, to get more information about the app that's changing the game on water, and you can get a free 7-day trial. You use OnX Fish by chance?
No, sir, I do
Might
not.
be something you should look into, maybe, huh? How about that? We also have a gift card for you as well from our good friends at Affinity Plus, and we want to thank them for helping support Gopher student athletes. So you get to campus in June. What were your initial impressions of Minneapolis, Minnesota?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I like the city format of it, being in the city, but also that I can drive 10 minutes away and feel like I'm not in the city. You know what I'm saying? So I like that aspect of it for sure.
What were the summer workouts like? As you mentioned earlier, you got basically a whole new roster, right, guys? Nobody knows anybody, basically. Right. And to try to get everybody on the same page, I suppose you could argue that makes this group of summer workouts more important than maybe the average group of summer workouts.
Yes, for sure. I mean, we had a good system going where we would have group workouts. They'd call them individual workouts, but I mean, pretty much together. And then we'd have some where it's everybody together. But the group workouts would be probably split in two. Maybe they do bigs and guards one day or like a set of guards, set of bigs, set of guards, set of bigs in this group. I mean, it'd be stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we'd all come together and lift at the same time usually. But man, it was those workouts got intense. They were exciting, and we feel like we learned a lot through those workouts. So.
Has the intensity switched now that you're kind of officially underway with real preseason practice, and now we're less than a month away from the first real game, and I think less than a week away from the first fake game, the scrimmage that's coming up, right? So has that part of it switched? Do you feel a little more urgency now from maybe when it was in June?
I'd say a little bit, but I mean, I feel like we've maintained urgency and excitement about what we're trying to do here since day one. I mean, I feel like the second we had the first group workout, I mean, it was right to it, Like, we got to get this down. We got to try and get better at this, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, and we're still doing that stuff to this day. I mean, like I said, we're trying to get better each and every day. So,
now you've been around, you've all practiced together. What what do you foresee the style or identity of this team? And I mean, obviously, without you having played a game, maybe that's a tough question to try to answer now. But at least early, what's your initial impression of the identity that this team can take?
Man, I think that one of the big things that you can see about us is that we love the success of others. We love to see our guys get a three, like make a three in the corner better than we would want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Or dunk on somebody more than we would. I mean, some stuff like that I think is big for our team. And I think we're really competitive and gritty when it comes down to it. I mean, I expect us to be the grittier team on the court every night we walk out there.
And have you watched a lot of Big Ten games over? I mean, growing up in ACC country, I'm guessing you didn't watch a lot of Big Ten games. Maybe if a Purdue-Michigan game was on national TV, you might have caught a few minutes. So, how are you looking forward to that? Because I do think, having watched a lot of it, you can't win if you're not gritty in the Big Ten, right? You got to be pretty tough, and there's some tough teams out there. So, what's your impression of the Big Ten, and how eager are you to try to get an opportunity to compete in the Big Ten?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know too much about the Big Ten. I didn't grow up watching them play, but I mean, I'm super excited to get into whatever it is that we're about to get into. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, it's basketball. You got to be tough to play this sport, and I've always adopted that from my brother. I mean, I'm super excited, and everybody else on our team is as well.
Go into as much detail here as you want. You've now been around Nico Medved. Of course, he's from here. He graduated from here, was part of some successful teams here back when he was a student manager and all that, and that's all been laid out. Now he's had success as a head coach at multiple stops, and you've been at multiple stops, 3 different places. I'm not asking you to compare and say one's better or one's worse, but how would you compare him to the other coaches you've played for in terms of his approach or maybe it'd be better to ask you tell me about him. How has it been playing for him, and what is his style like?
Man, it's great. I mean, he's a transformational leader. He's a servant leader, 2-in-1. I mean, he loves to develop guys. He loves to be out there on the court with guys, walking us through stuff, in practice or not in practice. I mean, he's that kind of guy. He's that embedded in our process, I guess you could say. And he's just really intelligent when it comes to X's and O's offensively and defensively, and he's a stickler for the details for sure. So.
He said the other night at the event, and I've watched him coach and stuff, but that he probably gets on guys more than the general public thinks, that he's pretty intense, and he'll was it Jalen? I can't remember. Somebody said he didn't box out, and all of a sudden that guy was running or maybe you told that story. I can't remember. But tell me about that part of it where, I mean, I love the guy. When he comes and we do interviews, he just kind of, and I think we're going to be good, but you don't know. And it just, there's something engaging about him. Yeah. But there's a competitor inside there that I think in practice comes out, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he wants us to be great. That's why he called us to come here. He wants us to be great, and he knows he's got to hold us accountable. So that's one of his big things is, if he sees something wrong, he's going to call us out on it. He's going to try and fix it. And if one of our coaches isn't calling us out, he'll get on the other coach and tell him, don't let them slide on this or something like that. So, I mean, that's big. That's one of his big things, I think.
So there's a standard there that you guys have to hit, and if you don't, then he'll let you hear about it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I think that builds I think that says something about the culture he's trying to build here as well.
Yeah. When we asked Jalen that, the first thing he said is he wants us to box out. Is that a big deal for everybody or just the bigs?
Oh, everybody. I mean, we're trying to get that board no matter what. Yeah. If it comes to blows, it comes to blows. So, it is what it is.
No doubt. All right, your teammates, I'm not going to ask you to go through all of them, although it actually would be a good podcast just to get people to know, to know more about the team. But I'll go at it this way. Who on the team would you pick? And you can pick yourself if you want. 3-point shooting contest. Who wins?
I mean, I feel like I feel like I should say myself, but I'm gonna say Bobby Durkin.
Okay, he's a kid from Chicago, Davison transfer.
Yes, sir.
And he has had some good career numbers, 3-point shooting. So you're going to pick him. If it was a tournament format, you'd say you'd make the finals with him.
Oh, for sure.
But you've got you got to shoot the ball to win, right?
Yes,
and so
sir.
you feel pretty good about the shooting on this team?
Yes, sir, I do, most definitely.
All right, slam dunk contest. Who wins that?
I mean, I feel
You gonna take yourself
I feel
again?
like I could, but I'm gonna go BJ Omont with this one.
Okay, yeah, good athlete.
Yeah,
and
from
finally
it.
healthy, right? He
Yes,
missed
sir.
some of the summer workouts and
Yes, sir.
ready to go. What would his best dunk be? That you've seen from him?
Man, we don't really do any crazy dunks. I just feel like he's the fastest off the floor
Yeah.
and he gets the highest.
He gets up.
But I mean, I'm sure he could do something crazy between the legs or something like that. So East Bay.
If you guys just all lined up, straight dead sprint, 40-yard dash, who wins?
Langston Reynolds, most definitely.
He can move?
Yeah.
He was a football player too, right? I think. I know Chauncey was a football player too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's pretty built.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And those two guys, along with Isaac and others, will kind of be the backcourt. I would say you guys you'll be playing the wing and the front court a little bit. How do you foresee that the guard combos working? It looks like they both, guys can play both the 1 and the 2. I think there's some versatility there. What do you see that way?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. And to be quite frank, I mean, that's not really my job, you know?
I'm asking you coaching questions here, right?
Yeah. But, I mean, we trust what the coaches think and what the product they put out there on the floor, and we just do our best to do what they want.
Yeah, but in general, you like the group of guards you have, no matter where they play, in terms of distributing the ball, running the pace, hitting the shot.
Yeah, most definitely. I think all of our guards can fill different roles, and I think that's something that's very important to our team.
And then the front court, you got to bang around a little bit in the Big Ten. How do you like how that group's developing? And do you consider yourself front court, back court, or combo?
I consider myself a basketball player, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I wouldn't really want to restrict myself to anything like that. But I feel really good about our front court. I mean, our 3 bigs have come a long way. I mean, I feel like they might be the best conditioned bigs in our league. I mean, I don't even know what the Big Ten entails, but
yeah.
I mean, just to see the progress that they've made over the past few months, I mean, it's been super inspiring and motivating as well.
You guys don't go to every place in the Big Ten. The schedule, it's more like a football schedule now, where it's like a home and home, where you play their place one year, your place the next. Is there any spot on the schedule you're really looking forward to going and seeing what it's about?
Honestly, I haven't really gotten that far.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what Nico said the other night. He's like, I don't even know who we play.
Yeah,
He goes, I'm worried about practice tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah, that 1% better every day. That's just what we're focusing on.
Yeah.
Everything else is just noise. So.
Fair enough. I will ask you about your home building, though. And I'm sure the first time you saw it in person was on your visit here in the spring. What do you think of Williams Arena when you walk in there?
Oh, I mean, I love it. I love the atmosphere. I mean, it almost feels to me similar to an older, like, historic gym kind of, and I kind of appreciate that. You know, I like
it's
that
90.
a lot.
Let's see, it's 97 years old.
Yep.
So you're right.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that. I mean, I like the raised floor. That's something different that I've never played on before. So I'm excited, and from what I've heard, it seems like it gets pretty loud in there. So.
It can get loud. The upper deck, when that fills in, it just changes the whole dynamic of the building. It's like a life of itself. So get some wins, get some people interested. We start filling that upper deck again, man,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's going to be crazy. Does it compare? I've not been to Cameron Indoor. I know that's an old. I think if you just walk through it, you say it's kind of a crummy looking building, but obviously that can be a hard place to play. Does it compare a little to that, do you think?
Cameron, maybe a little bit. Cameron
Just
Indoor
in
is
the
a lot.
sense they're all old, you know?
Yeah, Cameron Indoor is a lot smaller
Okay.
in its size, and I think that's one reason it's so loud in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just say our arena is a lot bigger for sure.
Yeah. A couple of other quick questions. How good can you think this team can be? And I know it's hard because you don't know what, like you say, you're not sure what the Big Ten's about, don't know what all those rosters are about, but where do you think, I mean, you've been on some good teams, so where do you think this thing can go for Gopher fans?
Man, I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's hard to tell the future. But to be frank with you, I mean, we're trying to win. I mean, we're trying to win every game, go undefeated no matter what.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, but we're going to give it our all no matter what. I mean, it's just tough to, predict the future. I mean, you really can't. So all you can do is focus day by day.
And every year everyone has the preseason media poll and guys that cover the sport pick teams and it's hard now with the transfer portal. I remember football last year, the Big 12 preseason had Arizona State picked last, and they go to the playoffs, right? Yep. So that happens now because of how rosters can turn over and change. The media poll came out yesterday. You guys are 16 out of 18. Will you ignore that, or will you use that as a chip on the shoulder fuel to say, all right, you don't believe in us, here we go?
I mean, you definitely in a sense you ignore it, but there's definitely a chip on your shoulder because of your pick that far down. We feel it's a little bit disrespectful, but at the end of the day, like I said before, all that's just noise.
Yeah.
All you can do is just focus on your job, have tunnel vision, put your head down and work. Give it whatever you have left.
So the first little sneak peek of publicly, I think, that fans can have will be this Saturday. As we mentioned, we're recording here on Thursday afternoon. Saturday, homecoming football game is at 6:30, so 4 hours before that. And mostly this will be for people going to the football game. If you want to brave the traffic, if you're a Gopher basketball fan and aren't going to the football game, do it. Come on in, right? But mostly people at the tailgate lots will be able to wander over. Hopefully you get a good crowd. How much you're looking forward to bet, who knows how many will be there, but let's say it's a good, decent crowd that's curious, wants to come and see. How much fun are you guys hoping to have? A little scrimmage and showcase what you got?
Man, we're all excited. We've been practicing in Williams a little bit here and there, but it'll be different when it's filled up for sure. I think it's special for the people that haven't played, which is a lot of us, haven't played in Williams Arena. Just seeing it filled up and just seeing all the maroon and gold in there, I think that'll be special. I think it'll give us a sense of pride about our university here. So.
Yeah, so hopefully folks can go again. It's 2:30, so if you're heading to the football game, get to your tailgate lots, have some fun, and then wander over and watch these guys scrimmage, the maroon and gold scrimmage, about 60 minutes or so worth of basketball, and then you guys are going to sign some autographs afterwards, it sounds like.
Sounds good.
One other quick thing, I mentioned Williams Arena as the facility. A lot of what you guys do, though, is here. We're recording in our little podcast studio here in the Athletes Village, Bierman part of the Athletes Village, and just outside up the elevator over on to over to the newer part of the building. You guys got this great gym to practice, training room, strength and conditioning room, all this stuff. How is that to have kind of a one-stop shop? You guys get to eat right downstairs after practice here in the Athletes Village as well.
Man, it's wonderful. It's a huge blessing just to have everything in one spot and just to be able to use our cards, walk in here, 24/7 and be able to get some work in. It helps us elevate our game, and then the cafeteria right here, nutrition is super important. Just everything goes to help our potential as good of a team as we can be.
When you mentioned you can just kind of, thumbprint or card or whatever it is, will you go in off hours a lot and just get shots up with some teammates or on your own?
I most definitely will. All of our teammates get in extra work. I think that's something we take pride in. But yeah, I go in there usually not by myself, either with a manager or a manager and a GA or assistant coach will go in there and help me. So
yeah, awesome. Well, hey man, we're looking forward to seeing you in public, I guess, for the first time on Saturday. The season isn't too far away. The real games start on November 3rd. Gardner Webb comes to town less than a month away, and really been fun getting to know you more. I know fans will enjoy listening to this podcast. And what's your jersey number? I guess I haven't even looked. I got to start memorizing those.
Yeah, I'm number 10.
Is that always been your number? Is there a reason for that?
It has been just since high school.
Okay.
My brother was number 5, and I thought 5 plus 5 is 10.
There you go, double it up.
Yeah, but at Carolina I was 5 because 10 was retired. So
gotcha.
Back to 10.
Back to 10 you are. So, folks, if you watch on Saturday, number 10 is the guy you heard here on the podcast. And as I mentioned, it's been fun getting to know Cade Tyson here on episode 191. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
My thanks to Cade Tyson for spending time with me this week on the Go Gopher Podcast. Just a great visit from him, and I hope you enjoyed listening to the conversation as much as I enjoyed being a part of it. Episode 191 is presented by Sunbelt Business Advisors and True North Mergers and Acquisitions. If you're buying or selling a business, visit sunbeltminnesota.com or tnma.com. Cub is a proud supporter of Gopher Athletics for over 20 years and a proud sponsor of the Go Gopher Podcast with Mike Grimm. Cub, bigger savings on the items you love. Shop happy. OnX Fish also sponsors our show. Happy fishing from OnX Maps. Again, I'd invite you to listen to past podcasts, and please right now click that subscribe button to the Go Gopher Podcast. It's free to subscribe and free to listen at any time. And please share the link to the podcast with others so they can subscribe and listen as well. And if you enjoyed the podcast, please let us know with some positive feedback on your social media channels. We'll talk again next week.
Know what the happiest bird is? Chicken. Cub fried chicken. Wait, let me rephrase that. Know what bird makes people happiest? Cub fried chicken. Crispy, crunchy, juicy, perfectly seasoned. It's the kind of chicken that disappears faster than you can say, 8-piece, please. Or, let's be real, maybe 12-piece. Because when it comes to fried chicken, more just means more happy. So if you're shopping chicken, shop Cub fried chicken and shop happy.